That is, in fact, despite the fact that they publicly humiliated each other, teased each other, and so on, Trump, in principle, easily rolls back the situation if there is an opportunity to further advance his positions. Some steps are irreversible. Do you understand? Some things can be rolled back and some cannot. So look, for me, the key question in this situation is whether this was a bifurcation point or not. Because if you pass the bifurcation point, you kind of can't go back. That's why I say this is an important symbolic event, and we are faced with the dilemma of a deal or an agreement, specifically an agreement within Ukraine. Because we are truly faced with the fact that the impossibility of reaching an agreement internally is indeed present. Why should we, being so different, be together? Well, at least we could have made a deal. For example, this deal wouldn't have been made initially. It sounded simple. Let's defend independence and then sort things out. And this deal lasted a little over a year. About a year, maybe a little more. And then, quite unexpectedly and unfortunately, the deal was broken. Who broke this deal? Authority? Which ones? Well, I would say primarily the quasi-elite. It didn't engage in the war. It ran away. It didn't provide its capital. It didn't go to fight along with everyone else. Primarily the quasi-elite, and then the authorities who didn't re-establish once again a military agreement with the people, with the Ukrainians in any way. Who got involved, hoping that it will happen? Yes, that it will happen, but there was no agreement. You are fighting and we will watch. That's a bad agreement. That's a bad deal. We'll close the borders, raise tariffs, raise taxes, steal aid, and flee abroad at the slightest opportunity, paying money. That is, the salary due in full, and ensure that all necessary measures are taken to secure our interests. We'll do things haphazardly, make various scams and so on, sending soldiers on local assaults, and indoctrinate new people. That's a bad agreement. This is not a deal. Because there isn't a single element of a deal here. There is no will. Everything was happening on its own. If someone had said yes, like Portnikov tried to give it, the character of an agreement in a way, sort of, as you might recall, remember, he said that, in fact, that's exactly how the place where we are is indeed arranged, that it operates like this and we operate like that. And they explained to him that no one made such an agreement with us. There was no such agreement with us. In other words, he simply tried to justify it, presented it as if it were an agreement. But I don't remember agreeing with anyone from the elite that they would sit in Monaco while we are here under bombings and helping the front. In other words, I did not make such an agreement with anyone from the quasi-elite. So this is a lie.